Franz Beckenbauer, one of only 2 players to have won the World Cup as a player and a manager. Beckenbauer remembers his World Cup debut in 1966.
Yeah, the first game in England, the World Cup, was against Switzerland. We beat them 5-0, and I scored 2 goals, so I was really very, very happy. And then I scored another one against Uruguay. It was in the quarterfinal. And then in the semi-final, I scored a very important goal against Russia. In Russia, I had the goalkeeper Lev Yashin. He was probably at this time, along with Gordon Banks, the most spectacular and the best goalkeeper in the world. And I was really very, very proud to score a goal against Lev Yashin.
But in the final, the match went against you. Why do you think that was? Was it just home advantage, or were England that much better? What was the German point of view on that?
I think the defeat was a little bit unlucky because of the third goal. You know, people today still talking about the goal. Was it a goal or was it not a goal? But you know, the referee,
was it a goal?
He gave from my point on, no, because you know, I was very close. I was in the penalty area and I saw the ball bouncing right to hit the line and then bounce back. So for my point on, from my view on it, it was not a goal, but it was given and it was a goal. But at the end, England was the better team and England really deserved the World Cup.
So we go on to 1970, when you had the opportunity to look for some revenge, and by then Gerd Müller had come into the side, and it was quite a different West German side then.
Yeah, we had a little bit different from the playing side. Maybe 70 we had a better playing team, but from the personalities, players like Schnellinger, like Haller, like Schulz, Tilkowski, we missed them a little bit in Mexico. But we had a very good team, and Gerd Müller, he was sensational at this World Cup. He scored 10 goals, I think. He was the man, the striker with the most goals, and he helped us a lot to really get to the semi-final.
We must talk about the quarter-final, though, because that must have been a very sweet match, having been a loser in 1966.
I think England 70 was better than 66. It played an excellent performance till it comes to our game. And the first hour, 60 minutes, I mean, we really get destroyed. You know, we have been 2-0 down, England lead 2-0, and we didn't have one chance to get maybe one goal or to get an equalizer or whatever. And then after 1 hour, the game turns completely. I don't know why. Maybe it was too easy for England and they reduce, you know, the speed or whatever, and lost a little bit the concentration. But then after 1 hour, we started to play.
Overrun. Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer, more still down. Into Beckenbauer. In the net. Beckenbauer scores. So that cuts me back a bit. Law now for Germany. Create a field by handball. It won't be given. Schnellinger, number 3. There's Sailor. Sailor! I've done it! Obi Sailor, and he's gone! And the crowd goes mad! Grabowski trying to capitalize Cooper. A good cross ball. Law on the far post. And then Fuller! Fuller's done it!
A fine victory for the Germans, one that marks the end of England's reign as a world football power. Germany, though, lose in the semi-final to Italy. 4 years later, the World Cup switches to West Germany. Beckenbauer leads the team. Being host nation and favourites to win is added pressure for the Germans. There's unrest in the camp. Preparations don't go smoothly.
After our 3 games in the group, we played really very, very bad. And then we had a big disaster, a big confrontation, the players, the coaches, everything. And that clears a little bit. And then we started really, then from this moment on, you know, everybody, we were very, very angry and very unhappy. And so and then after this, really we came together to a team. Then from this moment on, you know, when we had the big conversation, it was almost a fight. I blamed Ule Hoeneß, because Ule Hoeneß, he was a young star at this time, a lot of abilities and a lot of talents. But he was playing more or less for himself, and it was, you know, in a national team there's no one allowed to play for himself, because it's still a teamwork, and particularly in a national team. And so it clears a little bit, you know, the situation, and the thunderstorm sometimes, you know, clear the weather situation. It was exactly this.
Well, we're in the last 15 minutes of this one as Bonhoff goes forward. Muller now with a chance. And Muller doesn't miss those.
The Germans progress to the final in Munich. How did Beckenbauer view that game against the masters of total football, the Dutch?
I can understand the people who prefer to Holland to win the World Cup, because Holland started on the top. From the first game on, they played every game world-class standard. We not. We started very poorly. We started from the bottom, and then game after game we played. And then in the final we had the same standard. Maybe it was the lead of the Dutch team maybe was too early. You know, we even didn't touch the ball. You know, the kick-off, Holland had the ball, you know, they made the kick-off, and then they played 1 minute, and then penalty, 1-0 against us.
Holtzen by. Crowd. Red Germans roaring him into the box. Holtzen going all the way on his own and fell. Most dramatically, and the penalty given. So, 2 penalties in the game. Going to take the penalties for the West Germans when Hoeneß missed against Poland, but it's Breitner, the man who tucks one away against Scotland, who is going to take this penalty. This one for 1-1. He got it, and the ground erupts as in on my watch the 26th minute. West Germany back in the game. Good running by Bonhoff. Muller there to support him, going on his own. Now Muller looks for it. Gets it. Oh, that's the way that little man gets them.
And also I was very ambitious to be the first captain to hold the new statue, because it was a new one. You know, the old cup was by Brazil, because they won 3 times, and then the cup is now in Brazil.
There's the presentation there. There's the World Cup 74, there's the skipper whose side has won it, Franz Beckenbauer, record cap holder.
If you're able to win the World Cup and to be also the captain of this team, I think that must be the highlight. Yeah, it was the highlight of my career, yeah.
So, after a long and distinguished career as a player, how did Franz Beckenbauer react to the offer from the West German Federation to manage his country?
I get a shock, because I never wanted to be a manager. I never wanted to be a coach. I was 1 year, or I would say 6 months, out of playing. I finished in Germany '82 in Hamburg. Then '83 I went to Cosmos again to help them to do something for soccer in the United States, and then at the end of '83 I stopped my career completely, and 6 months later the federation asked me to take over the responsibility of the German national team, and then I said, okay, I help you, but not a long time. I help you maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years. I don't know how long does it take get the situation quiet, to bring the belief back, or from the people, from the press, from everybody.
Under Franz Beckenbauer, West Germany enjoy a successful opening phase in Mexico '86 and are within a whisker of winning it. They come back from a 2-goal deficit, only to concede defeat late in the second half.
You're 2-0 down, and you play offense because you have to risk everything. and then maybe do a 4 or 5-0 down. So that would be a disaster. So I was very happy after we scored 2 goals, so we had the equalizer. So then may complain after the game. It was not a complaint. Okay, of course, it was a very stupid goal we get. The third one, there was a misunderstanding in the defense. We played offside, and Peter Briegel, he was, you know, he didn't get it, and so we gave the Argentinian the opportunity to score. We lost the game 3-2. We played at the end an exciting game. We have been a very good opponent. That's it. More, I think it would be too much. If we have won the World Cup, it would be too much. For this team, it was not really a spectacular team. It was an average team, and when an average team win the World Cup, I think it shouldn't be an example.
The Germans go to Italy in 1990 full of confidence, and as favourites for the competition, they expect victory. So Beckenbauer does it again. It'll be West Germany's 6th final appearance and a chance to join Brazil and Italy as 3-time winners. The last match of Beckenbauer's World Cup career is a disappointment, marred by the feuding of the Argentines and overreactions by his own players. The trophy is decided from the penalty spot. The calm Andy Bremer ensures victory for Germany. Franz Beckenbauer bows out at the very top. Our next World Cup superstar was virtually